A Garage Geek 3-in-1. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. Again, this is going to be an unedited Garage Geek video because I'm supposed to be organizing my room, and I was, but then I said, oh, I need to make a video, and that's more important than cleaning or doing anything else. So I stopped everything that I was doing and started going through all my albums. Today, I'm going to do 3 vinyl thread responses. And my dog is... Come on, jump, hurry up. So I'm going to do 3 vinyl thread responses, and this might be, now he's trying to get my lap. This might be, this is unedited, right, Angel? Okay, lost my train of thought. Angel's such a bad influence, but I love him. So this is going to be a vinyl thread response to 3 threads, and this is all Doug Anderson's fault. So that's okay. I'm going to get Doug later. You'll see. Because Doug keeps showing all these amazing albums that I don't have, and it's making me mad. No, it's not. I love Doug Anderson's videos, and he inspires me to go out and buy more because he makes me have FOMO, and he shows the best records of anyone in the VC. Hands down, anyone in the VC, he shows the best. All right. So the first one is going to be for CGC vinyl. Christian had surgery in his eye, and he wanted us to show his anything related to eyes on vinyl. Now, the thing about it is I went to go find his original video, and I couldn't find it. I started watching other ones, but I couldn't find his initial video. And Doug didn't put a link in his video. So that's strike 1, Doug. Okay. I couldn't find his video. I went to your video in the description. There was no link. You need to learn how to put links, Doug. I'm just kidding you, Doug. Remember, he's my favorite. Angel. All right. So the first one we're going to show is Herbie Hancock, Maiden Voyage. Now, this is a brand new album. I haven't even opened it up. Opened it up. Right now, I am vinyl-less because my husband yesterday said, ew, it looks like you have mocos in your beard when I was doing my other doing my other video. So now I'm kind of like self-conscious about it. All right. So this is Herbie Hancock's Maiden Voyage, and the second song is called The Eye of the Hurricane. And I can't wait till I have my vinyl set up because I really need to enjoy this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. You know what? I actually picked this one for the other one with Wind. So this counts as Wind too. All right, where am I going to put these albums when I'm done with it? Okay, I'm going to be leaning all the way over here. Next is Nancy Wilson's I Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. And there goes Angel looking at the back of my head. Angel, come on. I'm doing an unedited video. All right, next is a Living Stereo. I love these Living Stereo albums. Another YouTuber that I watch is The Pressing Matters, and he goes over a lot of Living Stereos, and I actually just watched his video. This is a shout out to him. I actually just watched 2 of his videos this morning. Angel. I just watched 2 of his videos this morning, and one was for the gala performances of the ballet, and I actually found the recording on YouTube. That it was beautiful. But the original albums go for thousands of dollars, $1,000, $1,200 for one. And I'm just like, what? And like, he has some of them. Like, his record collection is crazy. And then they just put out a reissue of it, which I would love to get, but it's $80. You know what? That's not bad when compared to $1,000. Okay, why am I going off on this huge tangent? Shout out to Pressing Matters, but this album, Living Stereo. Okay, now hi, Aries. Okay, if you don't notice, I'm over here petting my dog because he's like, I've got one back here, one here. This one is demanding my attention. He's pawing my arm. Normally, I edit all of that out. Right, Angel? All right, so this album, let's get back to it, has Hawaiian Eye from Double Impact. Hawaiian Eye. I cheated. I went to some of my more modern albums, my rock albums, for eyes because I was looking through all my albums and I didn't see any eyes on the covers. And I was like, Moody Blues, In the Eyes of a Child. Like, I knew that song. I wanted to pick Eyes Without a Face, but that one, everyone knows that one. So I actually got 2 Moody Blues albums. So this one is to our children's children. It's got this gatefold front and back. My dogs are just all over me right now. Okay, so, and this one has Eyes of a Child part 1, and I guess there must be a part 2 in there. Yes, the 4th song is Eyes of a Child part 2. I hope you can see that. All right. Then the next Moody Blues album that I picked was Every Good Boy Deserves Favor, and this one has The Story in Your Eyes. This is also a gatefold, but I'm not going to open it up. Okay, so we are done with Eyes. Everybody go ahead and check out Christian CGC Vinyl. Great guy. He actually also spends a lot of money on records. A lot of people in the VC do. I try not to, but I usually end up spending a lot anyway. So what I will do is nickel and dime it. Where other people will spend $30 on one album, I'll buy like $22 albums. It doesn't make sense what I do, but that's just what I do. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. I'm lamenting my life, my craziness of my life. All right, so the next one is a thread from Doug Anderson. And Doug Anderson is asking us to show our actors. So you have to show 5. I have 7 because I have 2. I have 5 plus 2 bonus. All right, so the first one is a Jane Powell album. Oh, sorry, I didn't look up the year. But it's called Something Wonderful. I actually did a review of this album, full review. It's a really good album from what I remember. I remember really, really enjoying it. And yeah, there you go, Jane Powell. Next, this goes back to my General Hospital days. I have this album. I paid a whopping 35 cents for it way back when albums were dirt cheap. It's got ring wear. It's one of the ones I didn't want to get rid of. I mean, it's Jack Wagner with All I Need. And I love that song. So I'm not getting rid of my Jack Wagner album. He was on General Hospital, but I also think, wasn't he on Melrose Place too for a while? I'm not sure about that. So yeah, I just want to start singing All I Need to You, but I will spare you that. Okay, next we have Vicki Lawrence. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. And of course, so she's a pretty famous comedian actress. Most famous for Mama's Family and also Carol Burnett Show. So there you go. Vicki Lawrence. And then Sybil Shepherd. Sybil Does It to Cole Porter. And of course, Cole Porter, I love Cole Porter. If you haven't heard me gush about Cole Porter with all of his double entendre lyrics, especially like hidden gay messages in his songs. So there's a double entendre in the title. Sybil Does It to Cole Porter. Awesome. And we've got Wonder Woman herself, Linda Carter. And get ready, guys, because I'm about to show you a steaming picture. I mean, look at that. Like, Linda was banging. Like, look. I shouldn't say was. Like, she's still very, very pretty older lady. But look at her, right? She's giving Olivia Newton-John a run for her money in that photo. Look, let me show you her breasts. Because, guys, I know many of the YouTube community, vinyl community, they're always talking about women and their breasts. So there you go. Popular appeal. But more importantly, look at that navel. I'd rather go for the navel than those breasts. I'm a naval man. Wait, that's weird. I was in the Navy. All right. So now we're up to our bonus. So I found these 2 actors who tried, they gave it a try at singing. They weren't very successful. They're very easy to find now. The albums are cheap. And so that's going to be Barbra Streisand and Frank Sinatra. I mean, God bless them. They tried to sing, but they will always be remembered as actors. I mean, they did give it a try. All right, moving on. Did my joke fall flat? I think it did. My dogs aren't laughing. But I am. Okay, so now we've got the like major haul of this video. And this is Racer Records with elements. And he wants you to show earth, wind, fire, water, and an additional wood and metal. Now I had, I pulled a huge bunch because, you probably know what the final album is. So I'll do it first. So then you won't be surprised. So, as I was pulling albums, because I was looking for the 3 types as I was going through them, I kept finding many, especially of water. So you're going to get repeats. So the first one I'm going to show, because Doug Anderson, he did this thread. I actually haven't seen Racer Records thread yet. I will. After this video, I'm going to go and watch it, because I'm going to go link it to the video in my description. So I'll go and watch his. Now, he used Metallica for metal. And I was like, Doug, that is so lazy. No one would ever do that. No one would ever show a Metallica album for metal. They just wouldn't do it. Okay. Next, we have an Oasis album. I kind of used this one. I wanted to use this one because it has all of them, and it's not an Earth, Wind, and Fire album. So we got fire, we've got water, we've got wind, possibly, and we've got earth. We just don't have metal and wood in this one. Yeah, what do you think? So, Kitaro. Next, we have one of my go-to. This is Andre Kostelanetz, and this is obviously water. This one is And God Created Great Whales. This is a world premiere recording of Hove Hannes's, featuring actual songs of humpback whales. I remember listening to this, and it was more modern than my taste. It's probably one that I would have to listen to a few times. But upon first listening, I was like, eh. But again, I should give it, more than that. Okay, here we have a beautiful Debussy and Ravel string quartets with the Juilliard Quartet. And obviously that is water. Oh, come on, that's a beautiful album cover. Wait, what's up there in the corner? Oh, it's got a sticker, which I'm not even going to try to remove. This one is a joke. Okay, so I pulled this one for fire because Julio is trying his best to be sizzling. I mean, look at him. He's just like, hey, you could also use that for eyes. Hey, look at me. I'm chewing on grass. I mean, he's trying to be smoldering. I mean, it's kind of working, I guess, but he's not my type. But look at him. He's like, hey, mama. It must have worked because he became so famous. He became such a sex symbol. Here we have another album that I showed that I absolutely love. Of course, this is Water, Night Mood from Tony Harper. Look at that. Stunning album. So let's jump to fire. We got The Legend of Pele, and this lady is coming right out of the lava. Sounds of Arthur Lyman and his orchestra. Right, look at that. It's pretty cool. Next, we've got an album that is listed as one of the worst album covers within the top 10. I actually think it's quite charming. They made it themselves. So this is Satan is Real. I featured this one before. It's a great album. The album itself is amazing. If you've never heard this one, of everything here, you should check this one out. This is a great album by the Louvin Brothers. I actually, here's a side note. I actually went to a local concert. It was about a couple miles from my house, and it was in this like hippie commune. I'm not saying that in a negative way. It was literally a hippie commune. And they have like this huge backyard with all these like minivans back there, and you kind of like wend and weave your way through the backyard. But they were having a folk concert there, dedicated to the songs of the Louvin Brothers, and that concert was phenomenal. Even there was an actor there. I'm really bad with names, but the actor who sang "I'm Mr. Invisible." Wait, is that the song from Chicago? I'm Mr. Cellophane. I'm Mr. Cellophane. Okay, the actor who sang that in the movie, he played, and man, blew me away because he was with the trio and they killed it. So he's a really good singer and performer. He was playing banjo, I believe. So anyways, let's move on. So this is Mantovani, Strauss Waltzes, and those two are dancing on water. And I know it's just a piece of plastic, but that is a gorgeous effect. I love that cover. What do you think? Is that a beautiful cover or what? Okay, I finally come to a wind one, and this one is kind of a cheat. Arthur Lyman again, and he's blowing in the wind. Okay, obviously doing a Bob Dylan cover. Oh, here's my Johnny. Here's Johnny, and he's walking in the water on the beach. Look at him. There he goes. He's singing the music of Bacharach and Kempfert. And on the back, he is loving that dog to death. The joy, it's just infectious. Look at Johnny. Okay, you have to see Johnny. Look at him. He's so happy with the dog. Love it. Here we have Hugh Fi Moods by Maltby. Say that fast 5 times. So I picked this because of the wind instruments. I was coming up short on wind, and those ladies are really happy looking at the instruments. Is that supposed to be like that? Like, she's so happy looking at the instruments. Like, how else are you supposed to read that? Someone else put me a non-pervy way to look at this cover. Like, yeah, what's going on here that is not pervy? Because all I see is perviness. Okay, Mantovani and his orchestra, wood. I didn't have much wood, so there's a treasure chest. Also metal, right? Because all of this stuff, wood and metal. And this is called Gems Forever. Mantovani. Okay, next we have one of the gems of my collection. I have 2 gems of my collection here. This is an album that I'll never get rid of, and this is Zarelli Soft Rains. I love the video for Falling Light, which remixes a video of Leonard Nimoy repeating. No, what do you say? Like he's reading the story of Ray Bradbury's. I guess the short story is called Falling Light, and the video of this is beautiful. The song is beautiful. I love this album, Zarelli Soft Rains. Here we have I was supposed to take off this horrible sticker before I showed it, but here we have Shadowfax, and there must be some wind going on for that veil or whatever it is, silky cloth to be flying through the air like that. Here we have George Winston, Ballads and Blues, and of course we have Woods and Water. Beautiful Windham Hill albums. So many good recordings on Windham Hill. Oh my gosh, this is the last one. You're lucky. 17 minutes. So this is another gem in my collection, number 1, because it was a gift. And number 2, it's a Japanese import. So we got the Obi strip, and that is Totoro. And I should have taken it. Yeah, you know what? It's the last one. Let me take it out. It's even in plastic. So this is the famous scene in My Neighbor Totoro, where Totoro and I forget the girl's name, but May must be right here. May is the younger sister, and they're waiting at the bus stop for the father to return. And Totoro shows up. Here's another like watercolor version of that. Just such a beautiful album. I have 2 in this series. I would love to have them all, but they're all Japanese imports, and they are expensive. So I have 2 of those. So there you have it. I did a Garage Geek 3-in-1 thread response to, I have it written down so I can do it fast, Racer Records Elements, Find Your Actors, Doug Anderson, and Eyes for CGC Vinyl Guy. And I will put a link to all of those videos in my description, except for CGC Vinyl Guy. I'll just link his channel because I couldn't find the original video. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you for the support, and you have a great rest of your Sunday.